Well, welcome to Brand the Gap by Nadine Elie. And yeah, I think I'll start. This is part one. It's about my background and also what is Brand the Gap about. So let me tell you, let's start off with who Nadine is, where is Nadine from. So I am from Rebecca, beautiful city of Port Elizabeth, and known as the friendly and windy city. What a combination, man. So that's me. I graduated in public relations, then I graduated in project management again, and I specialize in brand architecture with a massive background regarding to marketing within the B2C space, B2B space, private sector, as well as public sector. So a bit about me, I worked at Remax within the marketing department. Yes, real estate.
Oh my god! Wow!
And that was the time when CRM was literally just introduced, man. Made our lives a bit better. The floppy disk then transitioned into the USB. Oh man, I'm giving away my age now. We worked on publisher, man. We worked with the newspaper places like Caxton, briefing in the newspaper sizes, CA, C1, B2. Oh man. Newspaper clippings, Wow, crazy. So yeah, we worked using Publisher and a Word document to do marketing. Tough times, babes. And
Tough time never lasts. Only tough people last.
And then I moved on to agency with FCB, now known as McCann 1886, where I was account executive, worked on the Celsius account. And so yeah, that experience was interesting, working with client directly within the telecommunication space. We focused on above the line, through the line, below the line, which was very interesting. I didn't quite enjoy that leg of my life. I have to say, we had to use chase lists, man, and we had to write down every activity. What helped me was definitely the juggling between different projects and the deadlines, and the assistance of traffic. Traffic meaning every project has to be double checked, through a traffic representative, not the traffic officer, guys. It's in the agency space. Then I got snatched by Retail Insights, and they gave me Telkom. Telkom again within the telecommunication space as a project. And there, man, I learned so much. We had a budget of like 10 million rand.
The pressure is getting.
We had to roll out all these kiosks within malls. So we had to focus on above the line, below the line, radio, TV, brochures, pamphlets, merchandise. Yeah, that was a good time in my life. I enjoyed that. I learned so much about how meticulous you have to be within branding itself, the behind the scenes, as well of being proactive with planning when it comes to projects, and also placing projects into phases, which makes it then way more manageable. Yeah, that's a bit of my background. Now, currently, the department that I'm placed in, I won't disclose where I work at all. Well, I'll focus on group commercial strategy as well as stakeholder commercial partnerships, right? So I work with brands right now, such as Times Live, Sunday Times, S-Mag, Wanted, Gallo Music Records, Content Connect Africa, worked on projects such as Stand Up and Joy of Jazz, Fluence Festival, yeah, so many, etc. And then what my niche market is actually cultivating brand architecture for people in spaces of influence. Hence, I started this podcast titled Brand the Gap. The reason why I started it is because I just wanted to help you understand that wherever you find yourself in spaces of influence, you are a brand, and you fill gaps that I can't touch and spaces that other people can't fulfill. So I want to just help you upskill yourself in cultivating your brand, especially if you're in the music, that's my passion. I love helping music artists or musicians to cultivate their brand within the music space, whether it goes to sponsorship matrix, diversifying their portfolio, and having brand lockups with sponsorships as well. So ensuring that you have an accurate brand kit So that's what I do for music artists, and I love doing that because that's my passion. So yeah, so the reason why I started Brand the Gap was to help you actually find your gap, realize your gap, and help facilitate you upskill how you represent your brand within the gap and space that you find yourself. So that is part one. Part two, however, I will be speaking about brand architecture as well as the importance of brand positioning. So if you loved part one, please subscribe to my YouTube channel called Nadine Elie, and then you can catch me on all the socials: Instagram Nadine P Elie, on Facebook Nadine Portia Elie Facebook page, of course. And yeah, subscribe, because I am sure that you will definitely look forward to part two, where I zoom into what is brand architecture and what is brand positioning. Thank you so much for taking the time, for listening, and yeah, man, let's do this thing. Let's do branding the gap. Let's brand the gap where you find yourself, and do not forget that a flexible person is never ever bent out of shape. Cheers.